they got caught moving the documents from one room to another room to another room, all the way to New Jersey. Like, that was crazy. So, yeah, man, he's a character, bro. He's a character. Like, he almost like a cartoon character to me. You know what I'm saying? And there is a percentage of people lives in this country that they like that shit. You know what I'm saying? They like his behavior because I guess they want to behave like him, but they can't. So they see an outlet with him and say, "Oh, Donald's doing it for me." You know what I mean? Trump is doing it for me. So that's how I see the what's going on with his supporters. You know what I mean? And listen, some of them, they probably honestly believe in that he's working for them, but in all reality, he's a grifter. Like, that's all he's doing. He's a grifter. He does all these rallies and he does all these events and fundraising. That money is to pay his attorneys and for himself. He said it himself. Like, if you don't be listening to what Donald Trump be saying sometimes, he be snitching on himself, in other words. You know what I'm saying? But for the uninformed, sometimes they fall for that shit. You know what I'm saying? They fall for that shit. It don't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat or whatever. If a progressive is doing that shit, you gotta call him out. You gotta call him out. His behavior is trying to grift money from their supporters, man, you gotta call them out. Just like these pastors and all these preachers that be doing all that stuff in churches, man. You know what I'm saying? They driving these luxurious cars and stuff like that. Like, dude, like, how can you afford that on your salary from church? But they diverting the money from the contributors to their bank account. So that's the hustle. That's the hustle that they have. But lately he been going after like people from the government and the military. And for me, bro, that's like a no-no. You know what I'm saying? That's a no-no. If I would have a chance to join the military here in this country, I would have. You know what I'm saying? I have one of my kids that he joined the military. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of him. But like, for him to be talking about crazy stuff about especially a general. He was talking mad shit about a general. That he appointed for his cabinet. So the general Milley went in on him. That motherfucker went in on him. He was cooking him in one of his not comments, but he was like, I guess he's retiring from the military, and he went in on Trump, man. That nigga went in on Trump.
We don't take an oath to a country. We don't take an oath to a tribe. We don't take an oath to a religion. We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator. We take an oath to the Constitution, and we take an oath to the idea that it's America, and we're willing to die to protect it.
And I'm glad he did, because there's a lot of people that want to do the same thing, and they're so afraid to talk about him in a bad way that he knows that he's going to turn his supporters against them. And like, if he turns his supporters against them, it's like they're not going to get no fundraising. You know what I'm saying? No fundraising. So they ain't going to get no money, and they're going to get ousted out the party. So that's one of the things that's why some of these senators and governors, they be kissing his ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the news they said they be kissing the ring, because like, they think that he's a king. He think that he's the king. But nah, man, he ain't no king. You know what I'm saying? He's far from being a king. He act like he's a dictator. He want to act like Putin. He want to act like the president of China. That's how he like to act. You know what I'm saying? Like those people. Like a Mussolini type of motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you say something wrong about me, you're dead. So like, he be saying some crazy stuff, man. Like, but a lot of time it's clickbait that he be clickbait. He be on that shit. He knows how to get people riled up. Like the other day, I think he was in California, and of course, all these looters, they be going in the stores, which is totally wrong, man. You can't be, man. Get a job somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Get your own business. Go do whatever. Sell water in the corner. Why you gotta go to these stores and ransack these stores? And I know that shit is organized. That stuff is organized to the T. I'm sure there is. But anyway, the dude got on the podium, man, and he's like, "Oh, first day I be in the presidency." He said he's gonna deport a bunch of people, this, that, and the other, and the third. And then he said, like, he's like giving the police like the green light to shoot people as they coming out of the store. Like, dude, like what kind of all kinds of liabilities the police gonna be accountable for if the police really do that. So you can't just be shooting people for shoplifting. Don't matter how much it is. You can't be shooting people just, you know what I'm saying? Like that don't pose a threat to the police officer. That is crazy. But this guy, he got on the podium and in front of thousands of people or hundreds, he spewing all this crazy stuff. So listen, like I said, you might think that the guy is a good president or he was a good president. I challenge you. I challenge anybody to, how can I say it? Put it down in the comments, man. Send me a list of some of the accomplishments that this man did in his 4 years that he was the president. And yes, some people will say, oh, there was money on the street. Yeah, there was money in the street because COVID came. When COVID hit, they had no choice but to give money to people because people wasn't working. It was a pandemic. So there was billions, like I think it was like 2 trillion or 1 trillion that they give out. So there was a lot of money for about a year and a half. Of course, you're gonna see a lot of money because of it. It wasn't because he was doing something with the economy. The economy was fine when Obama gave it to him on the silver platter. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here with that. Telling me that Trump did this, Trump did that. Please give me a list. Give me a list of what he did. So, listen, like I said, I just disagree with him in a lot of stuff, as far as even moral, his behavior, and about treating people and treating his own member of the government is crazy. Like he rules the country on fear, not on understanding or acceptance. So listen, I'm gonna leave it at that. Please just leave your comments below, and hopefully we'll have a conversation again, about this topic, about Donald, and let's see where this is gonna end up.